Hi.
Hi again.
Oh my gosh. I feel terrible. So how is this? How is this so far? I invited everybody back in.
Okay, good. Yeah. No, so far so good, I think. Yeah.
Is it helpful? Is it like
Yeah, it's very helpful. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it
cool?
all makes sense.
Yeah, it's not brain surgery.
No.
But yeah, so I was just gonna go through and I don't know if I should stop. Well, it'd be nice to kind of finish up and show you like what are some real numbers. Because I like to be really transparent with that kind of thing,
Yeah.
you know. So let's see if anybody else can pop back on. And the second soon too. But it sounds like you have a lot of really cool people you can get in touch with.
Yeah, and like you said, I could see these in wineries with their own matras in them and very
Isn't that
exciting.
I know we could do. So I sell to Capo Creek Winery in Sonoma County, but I would
Okay.
love to do like the vines faded in the background, like not slap on the logo, right? So
Okay.
now you could do like a really hip vineyard stuff. Like what about doing like this could be like the vines in the background.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And this could be like their partial logo, but also like a bigger drawing of a or even the sun could be cool for them.
It is cool. Yeah,
It makes
absolutely.
sense to grow grapes, so that'd be cool. And the Sanskrit could be fun. I mean, some wineries have like yoga too. Like they'll have events.
They do. Yeah, they have yoga in the vineyard. Yeah.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them do. Yeah. And
April.
goat yoga.
Yeah, Karen. April's connected to a lot of wineries. She was in the wine business before.
Me?
No, April was in the
Oh,
wine
okay.
business, so
Mhm.
she has a lot of vineyards, and that's another avenue I can design for. Is whenever I go, my mom
Oh, that's
retired in Napa
awesome.
Valley,
Really
so
cool.
those
Okay.
shops have terrible clothing.
Yeah,
You know,
that would be a good opportunity.
yeah, it could be fun.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go over to I'm going to share screen, and if I gotta remember everybody's name, if Lisa comes back, then I'll let her in. So here is 2018. Is that easy to view?
Mhm.
Okay, that's awesome. So I'm going to show you like the range of customers and what they write orders for, because you definitely want to have a lot in your pocket when you start to write orders. So this is a bar studio. Not a great customer because their corporate office controls what they can buy. So this is a owner going rogue to buy some shirts. Not very exciting. Hi, Lisa. I'm so sorry. So we'll skip there. This is a smaller yoga studio, but look, they wrote every year she comes back to me and they write between $3,000 and $5,000 a year. So it's totally worth it. I mean, for you, that would be over $300, but you want like, 50 of those. You don't want just one of those. These are some other small studios. Club Med used to order from me. They usually did like 20 a year. That was a small year. Small studio, but decent order. Then these are some boutiques. And remember, I'm just one person. I'm not out there working it, going to all these people regularly. This is that really good, that cider that's really good for you, like fire cider. It's a fire cider company.
Oh yeah.
So there's all sorts of people that I just don't do hard, crunchy, cheap teas. We want new, nicer t-shirts. Yoga store, this is a cancer foundation. They come to me every single year. Nonprofits have a lot of money to buy apparel, and usually big events or retreats that they do. They love that I custom design with them. They get to talk with me about the design, and we'll do that, every year. Theirs is a small group, but could be bigger. Cafe, private order, dance festival place, yoga studio. As you can see, Kripalu's big. That did not happen overnight. That took a while. So if you can be around, this is a great place to have a goal for an account. If they have a venue where people come and there's a shop and they come and stay, like a venue would be great for this, or a resort where people stay, or a hotel boutique shop, or a spa boutique shop. These are like true blue yogis that go to some of these places. So when they see some of these symbols, they love this. But their first order was probably $5,000. This was the first year we opened that account. Now they're up to about $80,000 a year. It's a lot of t-shirts. Another yoga studio, the boutique that buys every year. So this total is, how many accounts do we have here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Maybe 30 accounts that came to $306,000. If you want to see me to click any of those orders, I could do that too. So that was in 2018. And you asked Karen about logo.
Yeah, like the custom orders before?
Probably 2/3 of this is custom.
Okay.
And don't be scared by custom, like I help you through that, because there's just little things to learn about it.
Yeah.
And I try to make it really simple. I'll try to make it simple for you, but you'll have more understanding of it than the buyer will. And you're gonna make it very simple for them. And then this is this year. This is the last 365 days, because I got, there was no business for 2 years. So this is coming back to life, the world coming back to life. This is a really nice account. They're in Santa Cruz, California. They're a retreat center that focuses on conscious leadership. And that's just what, they have one location, but there's other places like this throughout the nation. Restaurant, private teacher that travels, orders every year. Those are really great people. This is a coffee bar. She sells like $30,000 worth a year. So she pays her rent by selling t-shirts that we design. It's fun. Cancer Foundation. Kripalu's just getting back started. This is a Club Pilates. Mohawk Mountain House has 2 shops. So they have that's something to look for too if you go onto a property. Sometimes they'll have a boutique shop in the main area. Sometimes they'll have a golf shop, which usually we don't fit in. And then sometimes they'll have a separate shop where the spa operates out of, if they're a big property. So we write for 2 accounts there, custom. This was all custom, place yoga studios. There's quite a bit of yoga studios, boutiques, and then these larger retreat places. So whenever you're seeing something above 10 or 20 grand, you're looking at a shop that has multiple guests going into it. The other thing that's really great, so it's a small year this last year. This is like very, very low for me for the total. But like I said, I'm one person writing all this business. I have one sales rep that writes probably 30,000 of this. So all the rest I'm writing myself.
Okay.
So is that good to kind of, I wanted to give you like real time numbers.
Yeah, I think that's helpful in understanding the types of accounts.
Yeah, and there's so many different kinds of accounts, and definitely want to start with initial orders and then really try to grow it, because you're not going to get excited financially, I think, until like your goal should be, I mean, it just depends who you know. I don't want to put limitations on things by not inviting possibility, right? Because I don't know what kind of accounts you're thinking could be good at this point, right? Yoga studios are obvious. Even if they have other vendors they're buying from, if once they see something they love and feel it, they're going to be probably pretty excited. Boutiques might be a little tougher. You might have to see them multiple times. But again, you never know because so many vendors are out of business this year from COVID. And then any festival type things, resorts. I mean, Colorado, you have so many places in the mountains there. It's just, and there's some cool boutiques too. Like I'm thinking Boulder, Denver, Vail, Aspen, Breckenridge. Breckenridge is full of t-shirts, but you wouldn't want to do the touristy t-shirt thing there. Super competitive, like $5 shirts, you know.
Can you go over what the commission is?
So commission, like if we went back to, let's go back to, I do a straight 15%. Companies pay different numbers for commission. It's anywhere between 10 and 15%. I decided for new people to come on, I wanted to do 15% commission. So if you write $100,000, that's, I'm getting tired. That's how much money? $15,000. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right? If you write $100,000, it's $15,000, right?
Right.
So, I mean, you want to have a goal of getting, it depends how much time you're going to put in, but you really want to get, like if I'm writing 160,000 and I'm not on the road, I'm not visiting. Every time I visit a customer, I write a $3,000 to $5,000 order. And I'm not even doing that. So I think, let's say this was your account base. So you would be writing $300,000 worth of business, which is $45,000 paying, right? I want to get my math right. Yeah. And then you handle it like your own business. So you can be a DBA, right off your house, right off your car, right off your mileage. You don't pay for samples. If somebody's a hot account and you want me to send a sample to them, I'll happily do that and pick up the charge on my end. And you can either write a note that I can print out, so it's your wording to them, and put that in the package. I could also give you some samples to hand out, but it kind of works better for me to send them. I found out in the past. And then there's also trade shows and that whole thing, which I'm not doing now. And a lot of people are avoiding because what happened with COVID. So there's all these online ways to sell wholesale now, which was unheard of before. Like you had to see the line, you know? Is that clear, that part? It is, okay. Does it seem overwhelming? Or fun? So 2 places you can send. So let's say you call or email, and you definitely want an email list. I'll give you access to photographs, emails I make in Canva, so you can have all sorts of stuff and you can create your own, right? So you can be emailing people regularly. So if you're meeting with an account, you can do one of 2 things. I suggest they write the order with you. And if you need me to pop on, say, meeting with so-and-so at this time, can you be around on standby, especially your first, 10 or 20 orders that you write. Because that connects you to the buyer more and it's so much more personal. If you can't get to them and they want to try something, they can register on Fair. Some want to, some don't want to be part of this at all. It's a wholesale marketplace online. And some buyers are like, I'm not registering for another thing with a password. I want a person. And some people are like, great, I can get it tomorrow. Perfect. So they can come on Fair. This is my shop on Fair. This is only wholesale. You cannot buy on here unless you're a buyer. You have to go through a vetting process. And then they can come in. So it gives a description. And then they can come in and I usually don't go on. I go on the back end all the time. So I'm constantly loading new product on here, that kind of thing. If they go to products, they can look, let's say they want to buy a legging. So you would get credit because it's in your territory, right? So here's a black and white legging. They don't see this is back end. And then they can go in and order. It'll show them what inventory I have in stock, and they can place an order. I don't know how to really view that as a customer. But anyway, it's a tool. It's a tool that's an option, and they get 60-day terms there. But that means you don't get paid. It's not really, I'm not sure. I'm new to it, so that's why I'm kind of hesitant about it. My website, you can send a buyer to, get your commission faster, and they can have the code wholesale all in capitals. Like Lisa, you just shopped and used that code, right? Yeah, so that code worked great. It'll take 50% off anything. So at least they're going on there and they can purchase right then and there if they want to try some things. Yeah, so how are we all doing?
Mhm.
Good.
So I'm thinking the next steps would be that if you're interested in repping the line, then obviously you can let me know. I'm not sure if all three of you are interested still, but I'd love to know. And if you want to say now, you can, or you can say later to me privately. And do you want to be private, or do you want to tell me?
I'm 100%. So
Okay.
for
Okay,
me,
ready to go. All right. How about you guys? Do you have more questions?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit with it a little bit longer, but I'm very excited at the opportunity, and I just love your products so much. So those
you
are
so much.
easy sales there. So yeah.
Great, great. Well, it sounds like you've got some connections. Even if you didn't do it as a job, you've got some nice connections where you could get commission if you direct people to me, you know?
Yeah, I definitely have a long list of places.
Yeah, I know, you sound so connected. That's great.
Yeah.
And then Karen, tell people, like, so Karen, did I get this right? Like your parents, I don't know if I got this right. They make candles, is that right? Or they make product?
Skincare business. I mean, there are candles involved.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, my mom's the business owner, so I do have a lot of connections with the local stores and even some yoga places and
Yeah,
you know, a lot of the natural realm and wellness centers.
right.
We sell some products at. So yeah, I mean, I definitely will reach out to the buyers.
Yeah.
But what is your email like if I have any further questions? Because I can't think of anything off the top
Oh,
of my
because you have my email only through Indeed, not my email. Is that
yeah.
right? Oh, okay. I'll give you all my contact info. My email's ancientlanguageinc @gmail. I think I have each of your emails, so I'll make sure I email each of you as well. And then my phone number is 413-464-4649. And trying to think what else you might need to know. If you want to get started, the next step would be I'm going to update my forms so you have all updated things in that Google Drive. I would ship you a sample line. So you'd have like the best sellers, maybe 20 pieces all together. And you'd have line sheets. I can either print them or they can stay digital, or I can just digitize all of them and then you can print what you need. And order forms. And then I have a couple little things like if I were to send a sample out to somebody, we just have a super simple logoed recycled poly mailer and then a little thank you sticker on the back. I want to make it more like a little more boutique-y. It's nice because it's logoed, but I feel like it needs a little more love in there. So hopefully that will be happening because I want the buyer to open a sample and feel like special. So I would send out samples and then we would meet and review ideas. I'd be here full on support as much as I can for conversations or ideas. If you're driving, you want to brainstorm. And then you can create a contact list for yourself. And if I have any target accounts I want to have you show the line to in those areas, we talk about that. Any events happening, like in April's area, there's I already forgot the name of the event. What is that? That
There's
event?
a yoga jam in Floyd.
A yoga
event?
jam. Yeah,
Yeah.
happening. So that's really cool too. And then I'm gonna entertain as time goes on and we build a team, because I've got other people in other areas of the country as well. I'll entertain things like, is it time to do trade shows again? Or is this online marketplace for wholesale going to work? Like, I'm not sure. No one knows right now.
Yeah.
Right.
But I love humans and I want to work with humans.
Right.
Last time I checked.
That's my preference.
Yeah.
I get that.
So yeah, so that's really everything. I probably should make a list of like things like, it's nice to have a certain kind of hanger when you show a line. It's nice to have a little rack. You don't have to. Some reps have it everything folded. It just depends where you're going, what's easy for you. You know, if you're in Manhattan repping, it's a whole nother, whole nother beast compared to like, a smaller, more earthy venue.
Mhm.
20 years in retail, I already have racks.
Yeah, I kind
Have
of
them folded up in my basement. It's like you just always have rolling racks.
Yeah, yeah. So great. So I'll be just being in touch with you. I'll email everybody and you can email me back. You can call me privately if you want to. I'm around this afternoon. And I'm really thankful. Thank you so much for your time and energy today. And I hope things work out.
Thank you for the opportunity.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for the time and sharing all of this with us. And I look forward to talking to you soon.
Absolutely. And just if questions pop up, just start entering them in an email and I'll answer however I can.
Awesome.
All right.
All right,
Sounds
ladies.
good.
Have a
Thanks,
great day.
Thanks.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Bye.
Namaste.